NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Panthers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here at Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Patterson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a give, right side. Patterson, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 93 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Long game. Oh, it's going to be a long game coming.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. Third down here. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man here is Cole. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Slant to Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back to throw again. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 9 catches, 119 yards, and the score.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Second down at 6 now from the 42. 2nd and 6. There's Trimble, the tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. A nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He was brought down there by Will Parks. All right, 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And here now come the Falcons. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a give, right side. Patterson, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Standing just about on his own goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw here, hauled in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Trimble. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw on target to James.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Throwing again, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. A guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands to try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Patterson on the draw play. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw now on first down. Open man here is Prohl. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You always worry about the smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour with a trip to FedEx Field, where we find Green Bay on the road to take on Washington. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go!
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Patterson on the carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There you go. Got him again. Got him again.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Ryan, and that is incomplete here. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Hard running at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Panthers have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Patterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's having a day here in